Alright guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we'll be drawing Melinda from Unicorn Warriors Eternal. So let's get into it. So as you can see, we already start sketching in the circle right here. Alright, so now we could just draw two lines cutting through the circle just like that. And afterwards, we could drop in two circles again, this time for the eyes. And now we could just bring down like two check marks for the eyebrows, and then afterwards we could just like thicken that up, and now we could just shade it in. Alright, so now we just gonna move downwards right on this line, and we gonna draw a triangle shape for the nose, and then we could just drop in the mouth right here. Right, so now that we finished with that, now we could head back on top by the eyes, and we could just darken around the circle for the eyelashes on both sides. Right, and then we could just add in the eyelashes at the bottom, just like that. And now on the inside, what we could do, we could just draw in these two ovals for the iris. Alright, so just like that, and then we could just add in the highlights of both eyes. And now we could shade it in. Alright, cool, we finished with that. Now we could start working on the face. Alright, so now we could just start bringing down two lines on both sides. Now we're going to just hop over to the left, and we're going to start curving downwards like this for the side of the cheeks. And then we just going to carry that over to the other side as well. Alright, perfect. We finished with the face, so now we can move on to doing the hair. Before we do the hair, we're going to create a new layer, so we're less destructive. So on the new layer, what we're going to do, we're going to start working on drawing the bangs. So come in right here in front of the forehead, and we just go and drop in these bangs coming across the forehead like that. Now afterwards, this gonna be like the tricky part, guys, so try to follow along as best you can. Alright, so for the hair, what we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of like flow up and kind of like a motion, so kind of like doing these S curves as we go up. So the hair is like, you know, it's basically fire. So we kind of like doing these sharp edges, and we kind of flowing up. And then we go and do the same motion, but it will have like a different pattern. And we're going to carry that over to the right. And then we're going to keep bringing it down. And we will end off on the right side of the face right here, and then off by that right cheek. So yeah guys, I know it's difficult, so you know, feel free to slow down the video, you know, pause at any moment to follow along as best you can. So after we finish with that, we just go and grab the liquify tool, and we just go and pull and adjust certain stuff, like pulling the hair and the face a little bit. Alright, cool, so we finished with this part. Now we can move on to doing the body. Alright, so right below the lip, we just go and bring down a line curving to the right for the body. So just bring this down just like that. And now up by the head, we just go and draw two other lines kind of like curving slightly back, and then we could drop in two circles on both sides just for like the palm of the hands. Alright, cool, so now right by the arms right here, we just go and like draw other line. We just go and thicken it up, so on both sides we go and kind of like come down here and curve in, and we go and like stop at the cheek area, right at the ending of the cheek right there for both arms. And now following the line coming down for the body, we just go and kind of like follow that line. So we go and curve down here on both sides for the, you know, the breast. Then we go and come down here for the torso area. Now we could draw, you know, the curves coming down for the waist. And while we coming down, we just following that line down like I said before. And this part, guys, is going to get hard because just like the hair, we're going to draw like this flame pattern. Or not pattern, we're going to draw the flames coming down right here. And you know, for this part, if it hard to like follow along exactly, you know, just do your own thing, just go wild with this part. So I'm just coming down doing the flames, and then we will end off here. So you can see like Melinda, she had like a tail going on right here. Alright, cool. So we finished with that. Now we could just head up top by the arm on the right hand side, and right above here we just go and draw in like some flames again, you know, the flames again. Alright, so we just go and do that, and we're gonna come across and just fix up the arm, and then right at the palm we could just start drawing like these little curves for all the fingers, just like that. Alright, so next we could hop over to the left hand side, and right here by the palm we gonna do the, you know, the curves for the fingers just like the right, and we just gonna draw that in. And now we could just fix up the arm, so just following the curve, just fix it up, carry it back to the head now. And now we could just lastly put in this the little flames right here again. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All we're gonna do before we go into the cleanup sketch is we just gonna grab the selector tool, and we just gonna like resize the head a bit, and afterwards we could just grab the liquify tool and we could just pull in the waist slightly a little bit. So we just adjusting stuff. Alright, cool. Okay guys, you could just sit back and relax while we just speed through the cleanup sketch to clean everything up, and kick it into time lapse to do all the inking, and we'll be back. Alright guys, so we back after the time lapse, and as you could see, Melinda looking clean. So now we can move on to dropping in all the colors. So right here we gonna just grab colors and we gonna start dropping them into different areas. And while I'm doing that, let me know if you guys ever heard about this series before. All I know, it was created by you know, the same creator who created Samurai Jack. I'm not gonna try to pronounce his name, right? But I see the trailer, the series look really cool, so you know, why not do some characters? But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the trailer if you have seen it. And right here we finished with the colors. So before we move on, let me just add in like some purple detail right underneath the brush right here. And now we could go up by the eyes, and we could just start putting in the highlights right there. Oh, and lastly, let me just fix up the fingers on the right side. So right up here, because I noticed it had like, you know, it had like 6 fingers instead of 5. So we're going in here and just removing that. And now we're going to add, you know, make sure I just have 5 right here. So that's the thing, like make sure to check over your drawing, make sure everything right. Oh wait, and one more thing guys, I think we're forgetting one more thing. And bam! There you have it guys, the final illustration. Hope you learned something, hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Alright, see ya.